Now you see my material here. So we have github.com. In fact, github.com is also Microsoft product. People who are working in any language, people who are working in any language, maybe C language or C++ or Python, doesn't matter. They are maintaining the version controlling using this GitHub only. They are maintaining the version controlling. That much of famous portal is github.com. In that portal, we kept all our material, we kept it. So we have the account in that one. We have account in that one. In that account, we are able to keep all the different varieties of materials. It may be cloud data engineering or it may be Power BI, whatever it is. So using the PowerPoints, using the MS Words, those things are old style because PowerPoints and MS Words, those all things are very static in nature. Okay, and you want to update something means you have to update locally, then you have to upload somewhere else, something like that. But these all are, it's a web pages. Suppose I want to change something, I can able to directly click on the edit and you can able to change whatever I want it basically. Okay, once I complete my changes, I can able to um, commit it. Now, now even interaction with me is very simple. Suppose today chapter we completed and we have some questions. I am giving a provision in each chapter ending. I am giving a provision to ask the questions there itself. For example, I might be explain one chapter called as this is a chapter. In the bottom, if you go and try to observe, I given the provision to ask the questions. You can raise your question here. If you know answer, even you can write answer also so that other users will be benefited about that. If you know only question, you don't know answer, raise the question, answer will be provided by me. So it's very interactive. Okay, collaboratively, you and me can work in this portal, github.com portal. End to end, we are going to work with this only, we are going to work. Am I clear this point? All the materials we are going to serve from here only. Okay. Now, today, today you are going to see the first lesson about the demo. The first lesson is nothing but I can say demo. So as part of the demo, you'll be knowing as part of the demo, you'll be knowing two business questions answers. One is how you are going to help to the business and what you're going to do next 45 days of time you're going to learn about it. First thing first, let us go and try to ask you one question. First question, I given a lot of data to you. All I want is now I want to understand top 10 customers, top 10 customers based on sales numbers. That's it. This is a question what I have. I would like to know top 10 customers based on sales numbers. Is it valid question or not in any business? In any business, is it valid question or not?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to give the bunch of data to you and also I'll give the Power BI tool to you. You need to solve this one. While you're trying to solve this one, we also walk through this syllabus. We are going to walk through it, different stages, whatever available, you're able to understand. That's how we'll continue today's class. At the end of our class, you are also going to answer this question, you're able to answer it. For example, the first thing is first, we have here something architecture diagram. By observing this architecture diagram, first thing we have here that is called as data layer. Data layer means in simple words, where you are storing the data. That's what I can say as a data layer. As simple as Excel, also I can say as a one of the data layer, because here also I can able to store the data, I can able to store it, right? So I can take it as a Excel also one of the data layer. You can also take one notepad also one data layer. Okay, you may have the data you can able to store inside the notepad, also you can able to store the data, right? So that also one data layer. Or it may be, your SQL server. SQL server also one of the data layer, because in SQL server I can create the tables and I can store the data. Or it may be your MySQL. MySQL also one of the data layer. MySQL is also one of the data layer, because in MySQL also you can able to store the data. You can able to store the data. We have a number of databases available in the market. Basically, we have a number of databases available in the market. It may be PostgreSQL, MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle, as simple as Excel, Notepad, a number of places you can able to store the data. So now you understand what is the meaning of data layer. Data layer is nothing but where you are storing the data, where you are
Storing the data.
yeah, where you are storing the data. I can call it as a data layer. So that may be as simple as Excel or Notepad or SQL Server. A number of things are available in the market. A number of things are available in the market. Right. Now, now let us go and try to see the next one we have here. Okay, data layer is available. In my case today, to explain my concern I have here, I need to solve this problem. To solve this problem, I am trying to take care SQL Server I am taking. What is today my data layer? Today I'm going to use a data layer that is called as SQL Server. So to solve this problem, I need one data layer that is known as today SQL Server. So this is my SQL Server which is available. I'm trying to connect here. Don't worry how I'm making this application, how I'm connecting these all things is not our today itself. We cannot understand everything, right? Okay, I have so many database also available. One of the database is called as AdventureWorks DW 2012. There you can notice there are a lot of tables are available. By observing this question, I'm looking for customer data. I'm looking for sales data. So customer data is available in the customer table. This is the customer table. We have the data here. Here I can notice customer ID is available, customer name is available. Okay, customer ID, customer name, okay, middle name, first name, last name, okay, married status, gender, email address, yearly income, n number of informations are available, birth date, something like that. And also I have one more table that is talking about the sales numbers. Okay, we have the sales numbers are available in another table called as this table. Here I have the information which customer which customer ordered how much quantity, each one cost is how much, what is the total amount he paid it, each and every information is available. So these two tables are enough to solve my problem called as top 10 customers based on sales numbers. I have two tables are available. One table is what? One table is what? Customer table.
Customer
Second table is what? Fact internet
sales.
sales.
Internet sales.
Okay, now in this architecture diagram, you understand now data layer. Okay, someone created some application is available. In that application, they're entering the data. The data is SQL Server database. We have the data layer available here. Now, this data layer we have to use it. This data layer you have to use it as input for our Power BI desktop. Our input for Power BI desktop. So this Power BI desktop is the only software you are going to install inside our laptop. Inside our laptop, in our company, only software you install inside our laptop is only Power BI desktop. That Power BI desktop internally divided into how many pieces? Three. One is called as Power Query, second is called as Power Pivot, third is called as Power
Overview.
View. What we are doing in each layer is nothing but our course. What we are going to do in the Power Query, what we are going to do in the Power Pivot, what we are going to do in the Power View. By seeing these arrow marks also, you are very clear. Data layer and Power Query are in touch base. From here, we are going to get the data here. We are going to do some XYZ activities maybe. Then we are going to push the data to Power Pivot. Here we are going to do some XYZ activities. From here, we are going to push the data into Power View. That's where you are going to develop the reports. You are going to develop it. Ultimately, you are trying to develop the reports we are developing inside the Power BI desktop. Where you are developing what is input for Power BI desktop, what is output for Power BI desktop. Simple words. Data layer is the input and report is the output. Power BI desktop input is what? A data layer. Output is what? Report. Okay, now we have one thing. Yeah, some question. Okay, we have one thing. Second one in this diagram, you can notice it's a name itself. You can observe here service. Service means this is not available inside our laptop. It's not available inside our laptop. It is available inside the Azure. It's available inside the Azure. For this, you may have a URL. Using that URL, you are going to access this one. Using the URL, you are going to access it. The URL for this one they provide is that is called as app.powerba.com. What is the URL for this one they provided? App. Yeah, app.powerba.com. This is a service. Like in a Google Drive, you can able to store 15 GB of the data. Just you are trying to type drive.google.com. That is a service URL they are providing. For each service, they will have one URL they will be providing it. For each service, they will be providing one URL. For example, if I go here, if I type here adf.azure.com, this is the URL for what service? This is the URL for what service?
Azure Data Factory.
Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory. Now, similarly, for each service, we have one URL is available. That's what I mean to tell. For each service, we have one URL. For ADF, how we have the URL. For Power BI, we have one URL that is called as app.powerba.com. Sorry, I'm sorry. Suppose if I go here and type here app.powerba.com, then you're going to get that Power BI portal. You are going to get it. Using that portal, you are going to do rest of two activities, whatever you are seeing it. What you are seeing in the top, what you are seeing in the top, app.powerba.com. And what is this one? It's called as now
Overview.
Power BI. Power BI. Now you understand by seeing this diagram, we have here Power BI service. Using this Power BI service, you can able to develop the dashboards. You can able to develop the apps also. Wow, they are providing ultimately apps they are providing. That means using your mobile also you can able to see the reports and all. End user you can deliver. If it is small customer, if it is small customer, for him you can directly give the access to report itself. He can enjoy the report. If he is big customer, we have a lot of reports, those all things you can properly organize as a dashboard and you can give it. Still he is a big customer, you can organize as apps and you can give it. Based on the volume of reports what we have, we can able to organize that one and we can give access to end users. End users can able to access reports or dashboards or apps, any layer, these three layers. Out of these three layers, end users can able to access anything, whatever they want, they can able to access that one. But end of the day, these all things they will be able to access using the URL. That URL is called as app.powerba.com. app.powerba.com. There is reason this product is free. Actually, Power BI desktop is actually free. You need not pay any licensing for this one. However, end users need to access this, means they need to have the username and password. This is costly, and this has a different varieties of license are available. One of the varieties pro license that costs you $10 like that. Okay, second one is available that is called as premium license. In the premium, again, two varieties are available. In the premium, we have two varieties are available. Two varieties are available. One is called as premium capacity, premium per user, something like that. We'll talk about those things later. Now, we understand the first thing is first data layer. We understand data layer. We understand. So data layer. We understand. Everyone able to see my screen properly? Any freezing of the screen, something like that?
No, you're good.
Okay, we are good, right? Okay. Now, now you can able to observe here. We have something called as introduction. We are going to know what is Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, those all things. And just now we learned something called as Power BI Desktop as three parts majorly: Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View. That's what we see in the architecture. As part of this one, we need to understand what is data layer. We have the data we can store in many places. We had those places we used to call it as OLTP, data warehouse databases. We'll talk these things later. Now let's talk about the Power BI desktop. In that one, first one is available Power Query. In that Power Query, we can make the connections with any file, any database, any cloud, any online resources. Today, I choose in my data layer. What data layer I choose in? Is it a file or is it a database or is it a cloud? What type of data source I choose in? Today, to give the demo, I
File.
choose an no SQL Server. I said right.
Yes, yes.
Today we are going to use, I said, SQL Server. That means we choose an what is this database. So we need to understand how to make the connection with the SQL Server. Okay, if you install the product, you will get here this kind of tool. We are going to get it Power BI Desktop. You go to the Windows Start button. Then if you scroll like this, you will see at some point of time Microsoft Power BI Desktop. In this Microsoft Power BI Desktop, only one file you are seeing. The tool is called as, what is the tool?
Or
Power
BI
BI
desktop.
Desktop. Power BI Desktop. That's what I said. You are going to install only one tool in your laptop. Once you join your company, you'll install only one tool, that is Power BI Desktop, nothing much. Once it is opens, then we need to make a connection. We have to make it with the SQL Server. We have to make it. To make the connection, I am giving this tool to your hand. Observe all the options and let me know where I need to go. Suppose this is a welcome window. This is not required. I can close this one. This is a window what you need to know. Now observe this entire window and you guess it and tell me where I can go to make the connection with the SQL Server.
We see Get data. the SQL Server, like
Yeah,
we go.
directly we have here a number of places. We have the SQL Server option is available. Okay, if you don't want to go this top layer, you can go to the deep dive. This is a generic way. Okay, get data. Then we have here more options. It supports hundreds of data sources. It supports. You name something, that will be available. The window is called as, what is this window? The window is called
Get data.
as what? Get
Get
data
data.
window. In this get data window, you can connect with the any type of database. You name it, you will get it. Suppose you are thinking like you want to make a connection with the Oracle. Yes, we have the Oracle. You want to go with the Azure Synapse, you have to go. Yes, we have the Azure Synapse. If you want to go with the Google BigQuery, you want to go. Google BigQuery, you want to go. Yes, you have the BigQuery. You name something, you will be having that one. Today, in our case, we want to go with the SQL Server, you want to go. Just type here SQL, we're able to see SQL Server database, we're able to see it. That means almost all the sources it supports. But however, you may have some very odd man out. Okay, no one is using, but that technology are using it, something odd man out. Still, you need not worry about it. They provide Python support. R support is available here. As we have the Python and R support is available, you need to put some extra skills. Then you can able to connect to that kind of odd technology. Also, you can able to connect. But regularly, people whatever they are using, they can able to make a connection using what they provide the plugins here itself. Okay, today I want to make a connection with the SQL Server because my data is available in the SQL Server. Let us go and try to click on connect. Now it's asking here, where is the server? Where is the what database? My server is localhost. Server is nothing but where is your software of SQL Server is installed. If you go for the info in the search window search, you type your info, you'll get your system information. If you go to the system information, you'll see the name of the computer. You're going to see it. What is my name of the computer?
rritec.
Yeah, rritec is the name of the computer. You can type directly rritec because my database is available inside this mission. My database name is, we have here Adventure Works. Okay, DW 2012. Did you notice it or not? Did you notice it or not? This is the database name. You can observe the database name is available here, Adventure Works DW 2012. This database is available in my mission called as RRATech is the mission. RRATech is the mission. These two things you need to provide it. If you joined first day in your office, your senior resource, someone will be helping you out. What is the name of the server? What is the database name? That guy will be providing to you. Because in our company, SQL Server software is installed inside your laptop. No database will be installed inside your laptop, remember. Okay, separate servers will be available for that purpose. The reason they need to provide the computer name and database name they need to provide. We are saying as import it, the moment you say click on OK, it is going to show you all the tables available inside this database. It is going to show it. Now it's showing inside this database, how many tables are available? Inside
42.
this, yeah, inside this server, inside this database, we have 42 tables are available. But today I am interested only two tables. I am interested. One is called as customer table. One is called as customer table because I want to know the customer names. Second is called as fact internet sales table.
Internet sales.
These are the two things I require to answer my original business question is I would like to know top 10 customers based on sales numbers. So I would like to take these two things. I would like to take it. One is called as customer. Second is called as fact internet sales table. Sorry, internet sales. So these are the two tables I'm looking. If you have the data, everything is ready to reporting, then directly you can use the load button. But by observing this preview, you feel like the data is not that good shape. You want to do some transformations, then you can go for the transformations. I feel like I want the name, but name is available in 3 columns. First name, middle name, last name, like the 3 columns are available. I want to know full name. Then only I can able to recognize the person, right? If I know the full name, then only I can able to recognize the person.
Yeah, that's
That
right.
is that is reason I need to do something called as a concatenation. These 3 columns I have to make as a one column. Making this kind of concatenation, I can call it as a transformation. I can call it as what? Transformation.
Transformation.
So that means you realized by observing this data, it is not ready for reporting. You need to do some small transformations. You have to do it. You know what? Generally, the moment I say transformations, people will be saying as ETL. Okay, we this transformation has to do in the ETL, right? Why we are doing it? It's not like that. Few transformations you can do in the Power BI itself. In the Power BI itself. Okay, that's reason we are going for the transform data. Before clicking on the transform data, I would like to ask you one question. What is the name of the window you are seeing in the top? Untitled. What is the component name? What is the
Power
component
BI
name? Power BI desktop. And one more window in the top, it is available. What is this window name?
Navigator.
Navigator. The moment I click here, transform data, you see here one more window is coming to you. That window name is called as, what is the window name?
Power
Your
Query Editor.
Power Creator. Somewhere we got chance to see this terminology. We saw this terminology inside our architecture diagram. We got chance to see it. What is this one?
Power Query.
Power Query. That's how we are able to make the connection. In the Power Query, for example, dim customer is available. In the Power Query, we have something called as dim customer. Dim customer. This dim customer is, if you go and try to observe this dim customer, if you go and try to observe right side dim customer below, we see here applied steps are, we are able to see it. I selected here dim customer. That is the reason it's showing the dim customer here, and some steps are there. If you observe the steps carefully, let's say source step. In the source step, you clearly can observe here something called as, what is this one and what is this one?
System name and database name.
Yeah, there is your server name and your database name. And if you go to the second step, navigation, you can observe very clearly what is this one and what is this one.
Database
It is
name and
schema
table.
name, it is schema name, and it is a
Okay.
table name.
Table name.
Under one database, you may have a number of schemas.
Okay.
Under one database, you may have a number of schemas. Your database name is, this is your database name. AdventureVerse DW 2012 is the database name. Under one database, you may have a number of schemas. For example, I am trying to say as here, create schema RAM. Create schema RAM. Execute. Now, I am trying to create table ram dot test, column name as column1, data type as integer, then execute. Now if you see here left side, if you go to the tables and refresh here, you will see you will see you will see all other tables are prefixed with what here? DBO, DBO, DBO. But what is this one is prefixed with? RAM. So this ROM and DBO both are called as schemas, and this is called as database. Are you getting my point? One database has how many schemas then? One
N number
database,
of
n number of schemas. Inside one schema, you may have n number of tables, n number of tables.
tables.
Yeah. Now we have the dim customer. It's excellent. Now we have the data also. I am seeing it's excellent. This window is called as Power Query. This window is called as Power Query. In the Power Query, there are n number of options are available. One of the options first I want to handle is here. One of the option I want to handle is here. Let me ask first one question. Then I'll ask that one. 100 plus null is equal to how much? 100 or null? Null.
It's null.
100 into null is equal to how much? ROM plus null is equal to how much?
Null.
Null.
Whatever you do with the null, result is null only. Unfortunately or fortunately, I see here middle names, there are some things are available, nulls are available. First you need to handle these nulls, then only you can do the concatenation properly. To handle those nulls properly, then we are selecting here middle name, whatever available. Just go here and observe something is available. What is this?
Replace
Value.
values.
Replace values. I want to replace here null whatever available. I want to replace null wherever available. I want to replace with value is called as middle name unknown, MNU. MNU stands for middle name unknown. Middle name unknown. Something like this I kept here. Wow, beautiful. Did you notice or not? The moment I did this one, you got one more step is added here. This is called as third step. In the third step, you are doing here, you are doing the table dot replace values inside this table. Wherever null is available, that null we are replacing with what? MNU. Inside the column, which column we are doing that one?
Middle name.
Don't worry. This code is called as there is a language is available. That language is called as M language. We are going to learn it later. But the moment you are doing something here, immediately the code is writing for you, right? You are writing the code or system is writing the code for you?
System, sir.
System is writing the code for you. So this Power Query backend M language is the backbone. Power Query backend, what is it? What is there? M language. There is a language called as M language. That is the backbone. Whatever work you do, one step will be added here. The step equivalent code will be added here. Now I want to concatenate these three things. To do the concatenation and create one new column, there is an option called as add column. Then you can go and you can create the custom column. I am trying to create here custom column. The custom column name I am giving as full name I am giving. Then we need to go for first name and is for nothing but concatenation purpose. Then we are doing the middle name and for the purpose of concatenation purpose. Then we are trying to provide here last name. Click on OK and observe what is happening. Now, is this the moment you add here, you can notice one more step is added here, right?
Da.
One more step is add here, right?
Yeah.
Now in this step, all you are doing is first name, middle name, last name. You are doing the concatenation. For concatenation, we are going to use and symbol. We are going to use here. And symbol is very famous one. If you are working with the Excel, okay, in previous days, if you want to concatenate these two things, let us say, then this and this, then we are going to get here something like this. So whatever you are doing in the Power Query, you are doing in the Excel. If you know really Excel, if you know really Excel, you can take yourself granted as Power Query. Got my point? Right. We are doing here concatenation something we did it. Now validate here is it correct or not? John V. Ang. You can go and you can observe what is the first record we have here. What is the first record we have here? So first record you can notice here. We can notice here. What is the first name of this one? Jon V. Yang. It's correct or not?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. That's how we are able to validate it's correct or not. If you think like some space is needed, okay, you go and try to put some space. This is a formula. Directly, if you want to modify from here, also you can able to modify. I am trying to put here some space. I am putting here also. I want some space means I can go and I can put here some space. Don't try to understand the code at this point of time. We are not here to learn end to end today itself. Today itself, we are not here to understand everything, right? Just try to understand what is happening here. I am trying to do the concatenation of 3 columns and also making one space between first name and middle name and last name. For that, something I did here, forget about it. We are going to learn this one later. Now, once you did whatever way you wanted, then go ahead and you try to see here close and apply is available. The moment you click on here, close and apply, this query window will be closed and these two tables will be available for reporting. You can do a lot of other transformations you can do in this window. For example, maybe keeping rows, removing the columns, replacing the values, doing the different types of joins. It may be inner join, it may be left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. N number of joins are available, you can able to do it. So most of the transformations you'll do using what window? Most of the transformations you'll do using what window?
Power
In
Power
our
Query Editor.
editor.
Power Query Editor. That's where your syllabus is talking about here. So in the Power Query, you will make the connections, you'll import the tables. Once you imported the tables, in my case, I imported 2 tables. You are going to do something replacing null with 0, or maybe concatenation of the columns, or maybe splitting, whatever you want transformations, you are going to do it. Everything is doing using what language? M language. You're going to learn M language more information. You're also going to know about joins, those all things more later. Once we complete everything, we also have the project. We'll do the project at the level of Power Query level. We are going to do it. Now, once you feel like, okay, my data is good, then click on close and apply. The moment you click on close and apply, these two tables will be importing the data, importing the full volume of data into this tool called as Power BI Desktop. You can notice here what is happening here. 96 rows, 14,000, 18,000, 60,000. What these all are? Rows. Those rows are imported. These rows are imported. Once you imported those rows, now I have here readily available something called as full name. Those things are readily available. If you want to type here, you'll get it. Okay, right. Now, what about the second part here? Second part is something we have here. What is this?
Power pivot.
Power pivot is useful to do two things. One is called as modeling. One is called as modeling. Second is called as doing the DAX calculations. In fact, whatever we did just now also is the calculations. Calculations in Power BI we can do in two places. One place is Power Query, second place is Power Pivot. When to go for Power Query, when to go for Power Pivot, that we are going to learn in the class itself. But in Power BI, we can do calculations in how many places?
Two places.
Two places. In Power Pivot as well as in here. Let's say, for example, first we do the modeling. Modeling means nothing but you can notice I have some button here. That button is called as, what is this button? Model.
Model.
If I click on the model, these two tables are connected somehow based on the common column. The common column is what? Customer key.
Customer
One
key.
customer has many relations, looks like 1 2 star, there is 1 2 many, and this direction has some meaning. Knowing these all options is nothing but your modeling. How to make the connections, how to create the star schema, snowflake schema, mixed schema. There is a concept. We are going to know about more information later. Okay, we are going to see how the relationships are happened here between this fact internet sales table, customer table, what even way new relationship, how to create it. Those things we are going to know in real our class. We are going to know about it. And also there is a direction meaning is available here. This direction meaning also we are going to know about it. Okay, for example, you see the cross filter directions. How many directions are there?
2,
Two. How many cardinalities are there?
4.
For these things, what is the meaning? We don't know at this point of time. Knowing these all things is nothing but a concept. That concept is called as, what is this? Model. Model. These models are technically, we are going to know later. Later we have the three types of models are available. One is called as star model, snowflake model, mixed model. We are going to know about it. Okay, time being, I don't want to go into the deep level. We have the model is also ready. We have the model also ready. We know relationships, we know filter directions, we know cardinalities. This chapter is completed, let us say. Next, we have to go for calculations. I said calculations you can do in two places. Here also you can do using one tab is available. This tab is called as data tab. Data tab. Inside this data tab, you can do the calculations. You can do the calculations. You can do it. These calculations you are going to do using DAX formulas. DAX formulas. Now, if I go to the data here, for example, I have something. I have something. First name, middle name, last name. I know you did already full name. You did it, but still I want to do same calculation here. If you keep here new column, you see in that some tooltip is came. What is the tooltip? Write a DAX expression. What is that? DAX
That's
expression. I can go to the new column. I can go to the new column. I can go to the new column. I'm giving the name as here full name. I'm giving the name as here full name one. I'm giving because already full name is available, right? So that is what I'm saying as full name. We are creating this one using Power Pivot. So I'm giving the name as Power Pivot DAX. Inside the Power Pivot, we are doing this one. Then I want to write here what is the first name? What is the first name available? What is the first name available? Then and what is the middle name available? Next, we have here what is the last name available. Then I'm trying to do the concatenation of these things. We are trying to do it. If you do this concatenation, you can see we got it. We got it here. If I want the space here extra, you can go on. You can write here space extra. You can write here. You can write here space. You can write here extra. You can write it. Now we're able to see some space also. You're able to see it. See, the way you did over there, the way you do here, both are giving same result or not. This one you did it, this one you did it using what language? This one you
M
did
long.
it. Yes, correct. This one you did inside the Power Query. You did it. Power Query works based on the M language. It is going to work based on the M language. It is works. Just now you did this one. You did this one using Power Pivot. Using what? Power Pivot used and you did it. This is using what language it is? What query otherwise? This is called a generally query. What query it is?
DAX query.
DAX query. That means you can do calculations in two places. In Power Query you can do, in Power Pivot also you can do. But when to go for what is our learning. We are going to deal that one in our regular course. Don't worry. Don't worry. At this point of time, you can do the calculations inside the Power Pivot. Doing these two things only happening, only these two things are happening in the Power Pivot. In the Power Pivot, you do only two things. One is called as what is button?
Model.
Model. What is button? This is called as data. These two things is nothing but together we are going to say as a these two things together. These two things together we are going to say as a Power Pivot. Power Pivot. We have the lot of DAX formulas are available. Lot of DAX formulas are available. Even I too don't know so many DAX formulas. So many DAX formulas I too don't know. That many DAX formulas are there. If you see here, calendar related, okay, this many information related, this many logical function related, this many math, relational, statistical, filter, time intelligence, then DAX statements, and number of things are available. Even we have the DAX Studio to write the query. That query is called as DAX query. You can able to comparatively we can learn how to write the SQL query equivalent DAX query. We are going to know about it, and we'll do a project on this one. We are going to do it on the Power Pivot level. Okay, we'll do that one in our regular classes. We are going to do it. Don't worry. But you understand now in the Power Pivot, we are going to do only two things. One is called as what? One is called as what? Model. Second is called as
model
what?
and
Data.
calculation.
DAX calculations. Okay, we are ready with the data also now. What is stopping you? Develop the report now. To develop the report, we need to go for something called as visualizations. Visualizations. We have here how many visualizations these are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many visualizations like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are how much? 6 into 6 how
36.
much? 36 plus we can see this is the one visualization in the bottom. Okay, this is one more visualization is available. What is this one? 2 those are. So that is equal to how many visualizations are there?
38.
38. These all are default visualizations. Default visualizations. If you want more, we have the option called as 3 dots, get more visuals. We have the option to import whatever you want it. N number of visualizations are available. Default they given some 38, but we have the option to import it. How many you want, that many you can able to import it. Okay, today time being, I am interested to know table, normal table visualization. Click on this option, table, we got it. I want here full name. I can take full name from anywhere you want it. It may be DAX calculation or it may be normal calculation or both, whatever you want, you can take it. And I want to know what is the sales numbers you want it. Go for the sales numbers. Sales numbers are available. Sales amount, I think. Sales amount, I think. Sales amount I am taking. Now I am able to see full name is what and sales amount is what. Two columns are disturbing unnecessarily. I'll delete one. So now full name is what, sales amount is what. To make the bigger visibility, then I'm making here full size. Now you can see full name and sales amount. I want to know, is it my question or still I need to do some more things? What is my question?
Top 10 customers based on sales numbers.
Is it showing top 10?
No.
No. So I need to apply some filter on the full name. I'm applying the filter on the full name based on the advanced filtering. Sorry, even not advanced, based on the top 10 because we want top 10, right? How many I want it? Top 10. Based on what column? Based on
Sales amount.
sales amount. So we are saying very clearly, hey, I want the names top 10, I want it based on the numbers called as sales amount numbers. Then apply this one. The moment you apply, you will be noticing here, you are seeing now only top 10.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Based on this one, business is going to be benefited or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this report is I'm trying to save it. Go to the file menu and save it. I'm saving this report. I'm saving this report into one folder on my desktop. Go to the desktop. Then generally I will be creating all the junk data in rritec so that cleaning is very easy. I'm creating today's folder. Let us say B 24 is the year. Then 01 is the month. 22 is the date. Then inside this one, today is the demo we completed. So it's a PBI demo, Power BI demo, like that I created. I would like to see this file where it is available. We created on the desktop. You created in the rritec. Inside the rritec, B24, B2401. Yeah, this is the one. Inside this one, this report. Wow, great job. You did. How many KBs of work you did?
2,615 rupees.
Okay, that means you did a great job. Now this file, can you able to access it? This file is located in my desktop. Can you able to access it?
No.
No, that's where you need the license now. That's where you need the license. You need to publish this one. This report, you need to publish it. To publish, you need to click on your publish button. To publish this one, you need your username and password. This username and password I am going to provide to you. I will pay for you $10. Don't worry. I have the license are available. I'll give this username and password. If I click on this publish button, then it's going to ask you a number of workspaces. What is workspace? You come to understand later. You come to understand later. For example, now, if you go to your Edge browser now, here I have something called as workspaces. Let me create one workspace for you. I'm creating one workspace. Okay, let us say, one good thing is happening in India today that is called as Ram Mandir opening. With that name, I'm creating here workspace, for example. In this workspace, are you seeing any reports?
No, sir.
No.
No, we are not seeing any reports. Now, let us go and try to publish into that workspace. We are trying to publish that into that workspace. Wow, good. I think spelling I written wrongly. It's okay. Now, click on here, select, then this report will be published to that location. Once it is available in that location, this is a cloud, right? This is a cloud. Now report is available here. This is a cloud. Anyone can come to here and can access my report, right?
Yes, sir.
Anyone meaning not everyone really, to whom I am giving the permissions. to whom I am giving the permission. I can share from here. Okay, my one of the business user is available. For example, Tarun. I can give the access to Tarun. The moment I click on send, it is going to send a mail to him. He can able to access the report. Wow, beautiful. Now, if you go back to your syllabus and if you observe here, we are developing here, something called as visualizations. Visualizations are developing using what component?
Overview.
Power view. You develop now one report you developed using type of visualization used is table visualization used and you developed it. Table visualization. We have 38 visualizations are available. In that one table visualization, we used it. And based on this one, you are going to do a project that is called as Power View level project. You are going to do it. It is a third project you are going to do here. Now, you also published just now, you connected to app.powerbay.com, you created one workspace. There you published your report also, you published it. But you did not create the dashboard, those things. You are going to know those things, how to do it. Later, you are going to do these all chapters. But did you understand the flow, how it is going on? Today I'm stopping here. Did you understand the flow, how it is going on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is better.
Business person, given this is the statement given to you, hey man, I would like to analyze top 10 customers. Then you given the report to him. Then you given the report to him. You can open his mobile, you can open app.powerbay.com, you can enjoy that report. That's what you did it. In that process, there are so many concepts are there. We are going to know very detailed level you are going to know. And we are offering two varieties of training we are offering. One is called as self-learning. Self-learning, as part of the self-learning, you can go to my website. You can go to my website and you can listen the videos and you can learn it. That is the one thing. Second is online training. Every day you can come to the same class, same time and listen the classes. That is the one more thing. All videos are available here. Am I clear?
Okay.
Yeah. For all you people, I'm also going to give the access to that site. Okay, you join this course. I'll give the access to the site, access to the materials and everything. Tomorrow
Yes, sir.
onwards, regular class will be happening. Okay, please contact the HR and enroll for the course. And if you have any specific questions, please ask it. And some of the questions, generally people what they will ask it, I written here. Apart from this one, if you have any other things, please ask me. These are the generally people will be asking it. What is the duration of the class? When we are going to do it, Monday to Friday? What is the time slot to 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. what you are doing? Materials you can get from my github.com. Videos you can get from this website, you can get it. I will be helping you in CV writing, job marketing. Once you get job support, these all things I will do it. Apart from this one, any other questions, please ask me.
Sir, I'm Malati. Do I need to contact HR or do I need to contact you separately?
HR. You have the
I
HR
know.
number also on this page. If you see in the top, in the same page, if you see in the top, I provided, please contact Renuka for training and certification WhatsApp number.
Sir, 1 second, sir. Let me note down.
So, sir, will this class be the theory thing only, or will also do the practicals as well?
Practicals as well. Today, whatever you did is a theory or practical.
No, like you were explaining us like where to go and what to do. So, is it only you say telling us, or we will also do by ourselves?
By yourself also. If once you installed in your mission, I'll
Mhm.
make you every day. You are the presenter, and I'll make you to do it.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
that should,
Yeah. To
yeah.
whom I am speaking now?
I'm Sindhu.
Yeah, Sindhu. Please
Yeah,
ready and every day connect using laptop only, no mobile.
yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow we are going to install everything in softwares in our mission only.
Okay.
From tomorrow onwards till end of the classes, you are the presenter. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Then we'll meet tomorrow same time. Bye.
Thank you.